If someone had a question about hiring Aero Marine, I would say do it. They're trustworthy, great people, easy to work with. They will work hard. I mean, Julie worked her butt off to get this done. And that's the part I appreciate the most is she'll do what it takes to get the job done. My name is Paul Lee, and I'm from Anaheim, California, and my company's name is Paradise Air, LLC, for the airplane, and my business is called the Wharton Automotive Group, and that's what the airplane is used for business travel and also for professional NHRA drag racing. That's a marketing arm of the Wharton Automotive Group. Well, this was my first airplane purchase experience. I really was a beginner at all this stuff, and I was kind of relying on other people to give me some advice on how to handle the tax implications and all the things that I didn't know when it comes to earning a jet airplane. Someone told me about Aero Marine Tax, and I did an online search to find them. I recognized the name Austin, and I'm thinking that can't be the same Austin that used to build chassis in racing, and that's what I'm in the racing industry. And I was like, wow, what a small world. So then there was that connection of trust in knowing who Mr. Austin was from experience from dealing in the automotive racing world, my whole life. That's what I do. So that's how I found them. I first was recommended by someone, and then I did the search online and found them, and then I saw that it was the Austin name from previous career. I called in, I spoke with Julie my first time and introduced myself, told her what I was doing, and she helped me through the process, knowing that I was new and inexperienced and had never done this before. So she was extremely helpful and guided me through the whole process. I gained a lot of knowledge from that. Like I said, I was inexperienced at this. So Julie, this whole process has taught me a lot, not knowing how to do any of this stuff, and it's pretty complicated. So she taught me how to guide through the system and what I needed to do, what I need to keep track of. All the things I needed to know, she basically outlined for me in a plan, which was great because I could just follow that plan and then provide her with the information that she needed. So yeah, it was well thought out, and it was like getting a business plan. It was awesome. Well, even before I even took delivery of the airplane, so that was very important that I even take delivery the proper way. So the plane was based in Florida, and I had to get it to California. When the closing date came, I was actually in Italy. So she basically said, this is what you need to do. She outlined it in the plan, and we bought back the plane. When I came back from Italy, I personally flew it back in the plane. And then the dry leases, the documentation that was needed, you really need to keep the documentation correct. And she was able to guide me through what information needed to be kept aside and what important stuff in dry leases, because I knew nothing about it. So she helped me with everything when it comes to the dry lease documentation. I was all stress and anxiety when I was this process because you don't know what you don't know when you're a new purchaser. This was my first purchase. Julie helped me through the whole process. If you don't do things correctly, and she outlines it, everything you needed to do, and if you don't, it can cost you a lot of money unnecessarily. When I got the exemption letter from the state of California, I sighed relief. I was like, oh, I can sleep now. Because it's a big deal. It's a lot of money. And if you don't do things correctly, if you don't do it the right way, and if I did out of the plan that Julie had laid out for me, I wouldn't have gotten that exemption, and it would have costed me hundreds of thousands of dollars.